Shaun here in the very heart of Halifax this evening. We've just left the Victoria Theatre, and it's always nice to go back to the provinces, isn't it, and see live entertainment after the few years that we've all had. Now let me tell you, I've just seen a show tonight here which I think would have been ideal for the Platinum Jubilee celebrations. It stars three of the 50s rock and roll icons, well 50s and 60s depending on what era you are. Now when you think about it, Our Gracious Majesty the Queen at her age would really like people of her own genre, and when you think about it, she was still a young girl when these three guys were topping the charts. We're talking about the British equivalent to Elvis after Tommy Steele. That was of course Marty Wilde, who had hits with Rubber Ball and Teenager in Love. He was swiftly followed by another icon called Mark Winter. And who could forget the very charismatic Eden Kane? And Eden Kane's brother, of course, was the wonderful Peter Starsted, who had a big hit with Where Do You Go To, My Lovely. Do you remember that one? Now, as you can see at the side of me here, inside of the theatre is very beautiful. It's nice to go, as I say, back into live entertainment. And when you think about the sort of entertainment that they're putting on for the Platinum Jubilee, I know that it's for the people, and the people, of course, of all generations. But when you think about the people that Our Gracious Majesty would have grown up with, we know she was a huge fan of the late and brilliant George Formby. And we also know that her sister, Princess Margaret, was a huge Beatles fan. So wouldn't it make sense for those putting this type of show together to look back to still some of the stars that are thankfully still with us, packing out theatres, and more importantly giving people a very good time? It's a true return to nostalgia. The show was called Dreamboats and Petticoats, and if you were a jukeboxer, a bobby soxer, or whatever your musical style was in that particular era, then this truly was the show for you. As for, of course, the Platinum Jubilee, we wish Our Gracious Majesty the Queen all the best, but I for one sure think that she would have preferred an afternoon with Marty, Eden and Mark. As ever though, I'd love to know what you think to this particular story in the comments below. And as I say, wherever you are in the world, if you get a chance to pop out now and see live entertainment while taking all those precautions, do so, because there's nothing like the magic of real live music. Neil Shaun in the very heart of Halifax, West Yorkshire.